I am from DronaHQ. So, since from last more than 5 years, I am working with DronaHQ, and I'm there like when this product is building and it got evolved. So I am there. So now today, as a topic is, we are going to talk about low code, less code. So current scenario, what we can see is that uh, like going ahead, this is the future. This is the future of development. This is the future of digitalization. This is the future of a technology going ahead. So by I can say that as of now we have lots of states. We have statistics from companies like Gartner and various other companies who is predicting technology going ahead. So I have the presentation, but just to give you more idea what exactly product is all about, I am not going deep into presentation. I'll straight away share what exact product is all about, but just quick 1-2 minute intro about low code, no code, or low code, less code space, what exactly it is, and what kind of a company looking towards that, and what kind of benefit any company could get out of it. So first of all, low code, less code is very new to market, or else I would say very booming in the market. So if being into technology student, or being into current affairs, I'm not sure you know or not, but a few months back, Google has acquired one company called AppSheet. So AppSheet is nothing but in same space. It is into no code, less code space. There is one other company is called Airtable. So if you Google out, and if you see the funding raised by Airtable, which is immense. So now big companies, Microsoft also has one of its product into low code, no code space. So main point over here is that this kind of larger technology company like Google, Microsoft, they are also investing, and they are also going ahead towards this kind of technology. So being Indian company, Indian startup, and Indian company who is giving competition to this kind of product, so which is DronaHQ low code, less code studio. So I feel very much proud to show this product and how this technology works. So basic thing is that low code, no code idea behind this is that anyone from any background. So let's say I am from human resource background. I never had a uh, technical education for coding or something. Still, I'll be able to develop application. So anyone from any background, someone from accounts background, I am from HR background. So I know the HR process is pretty much well compared to some developers, how attendance system should work, how reimbursement system should work. But when I transfer my message to developer, it gets something lost in transition. I ask something, they might develop something, and it's like lots of time. So to cut all these things, we came up with this thing, and it allows a non-technical person like me to develop full-fledged working application which can be available on Android, iOS, Windows, everywhere at a single point of time. So that is what low code, no code platform is. It allows, and it gives power to a particular user to develop application without knowing coding or without doing coding, and use it. And one more big advantage is that it allows us to develop application in no time. So today I am in front of you. I'll try to develop something in front of you, and I'll show you like how quickly and how easily anyone from any background without coding will be able to develop application. So as of now, like it sound pretty much kind of how someone can develop application and how it can be available on Play Store or on mobile application on iOS, on Android, on Windows, without doing any formality or any coding. So that's what we are going to see right now in front of you. And yeah, I hope you will enjoy this session. So just try to focus and look at the technology, look at the functionality and how we are doing it. how easily we are able to develop applications. So I'm not going to touch very deep into this product because it will take lots of amount of time, but we will try to cover as much as possible within this 2 hours of time. So yeah, so I hope everyone is able to see my screen. So I'll just, so I've already logged in. So this is DronaHQ Studio website. So I've already logged into this thing, and now we'll try to create a new. So like this is from this button, we can create a new application. So there is marketplace. So we have already developed so many applications from last 2 years. So there is a marketplace. If you want to directly download some already developed application, we can do it from here, or else there is the create new application option. So from where we can create new application. So I'll give a name demo. Then just to make it unique that this application is created today itself. So I'll enter today's date. Okay. And we can choose any logo from here, or else we can upload a logo whatever we want. So I'm just choosing this random logo. Yeah. So this screen is added. So now like we are looking at an empty screen of our application. So just to give you quick intro about the options we are looking at screen right now is so left side there are screens options. So this is screen one. As of now we have only one screen. So this is screen one. Then apart from screen, below that there is a controls. So this controls, yeah. So this control allows us to add functionality and add a requirement which we want on our application. So by this control we will be able to add that. Then there are a few other options. There are workflow, there are rules, there are API, there are sheets. Many options are there. So one by one, we will look at all the options. But before starting this, let me tell you the basic requirement or basic functionality on which any application would work. And being into technical student, you also know like what are the requirements. So for a particular application, we would need a front end, we would need a backend where we write the functionality, what application or what particular software, how it should work. And after all, we would need a database. So like we will cover here all these three things without coding anything. So we will try to build a front end, then we will try to do backend workflows as well, and we will try to create our database as well. So here on our screen is our front end builder. So now we will quickly try to do some. So this is text fill. So now, just to for an example, uh, if for this webinar, for this seminar, let's say we want to collect registration. So like lots of tech fest, tech events, or when you go to inter-college some festival, many a time there is registration counter and long queues and lots of formalities. So just we are trying to building registration application as of now. Let's see like how and what we can do. So here I am trying to collect name of the student or name of the participant who are joining this call, joining this session. So I'll collect name over here. Now I want to collect, let's say, phone number. So this is numeric control. So this comes with the validation that apart from numbers, if I add anything, it will not accept. So as simple as that, just here I need to rename it. And it is done. So now it's already we have added. We can add few more fields. So this is select part. Now let's say my purpose is that I want to collect age, like what category of age or what is age bracket of that particular student. So let's say I want to collect that. So I'll just. So this is a single select control. So when without this studio, if you go traditional way, it takes lots of time, lots of efforts to create this kind of control. And here there is a formula. So here what I'll do, I'll quickly add 16 to 18. I'm just taking a random number. So this is the, let's say I want to collect age of attendees, like whoever attending this call, I want to collect their age. So I just selected like this. So I got my select bar. So now whenever someone fills the form, I'll get their name, I'll get their phone number, and also I want them to select their age. Now, if you want to make all this mandatory, so from here what we can do is we can do required. So now this all fields become mandatory. User must fill this form or fill these particular details. So this is ready. So now this is a kind of front end which we have built over here in front of you. Now, how we can connect this with backend? So when we talk about no code, low code, or non-developers using this, so for them understanding database, MongoDB or CouchDB or NoSQL, MySQL, SQL, all this kind of database becomes pretty much technical terms. So this becomes very tricky for non-developers. So what we have given is we have given a very simple Google spreadsheet or Excel spreadsheet kind of UI so anyone can, any background can understand. So this is you we might be seeing as an spreadsheet, but this is nothing but a simple and easy to use UI. So I'll give name to my table. Yeah. So this this is our a spreadsheet. So this will become database of my particular application which currently we are trying to build. So now I'll also zoom it a bit. I hope now. So now, like here, we have taken three controls, three things. We want to collect name, we want to collect phone number, we want to collect age. So accordingly, we will add column here. We will add a name. So here there are types of columns which we can select. So there is text type, there is number types, URL, file upload, etc., etc. So we are collecting in text form. So we'll select text. Now phone number. So we will select numeric. Then there is age. So age is single select. We have used control as single select control. So which is a kind of a drop down or kind of select bar, which we have used. So we'll select single select column type. And now add column. So here we can see like our columns are added into our database. So this is our front end is over here. Our database is here. It is ready as of now to collect required information. Now, what we will do is we will connect this front end with this database in between, so that this whatever data user is inserting here, it gets collected into this sheet. So for this, there is a third part. So as I informed earlier, like three essential thing is front end, back end, and database. So as of now, we have front end and we have database. Now we will do back end. So for this thing, we need to add a submit button, because any application would start performing a required thing only once there is a submit button. Then only there will be able to submit the data. So I am just inserting submit. So this submit is there. So what are the options we get in workflow? So we get a various options. So we get input task, we get approval thing if we want to collect approval from the authority. Then we will get update sheet and notification mails and etc etc. So as of now, like I'm not discussing or not showing you other tasks. Like there are many tasks here. Third party integration is also available. So there are many options for workflow, like what should happen in between in your backend. There are many options, but as of now, we will just look at the update sheet option. So I'll again give task name. This is now we'll refresh to find our table. So it is there. We have just created this table and we want to insert data. So now in name, so these are the fields. This name, phone number, age is nothing but the columns which we have created: name, phone number, age. So these are the columns, and here we need to type name of the controls which we have created on our screen. So like this, we map or we match our front end with our database. So here I'll type phone number and age. So now on front end, when user fill their name, user fill their phone number, their age, so accordingly it will go against it. Just to give you a wrong example, in this set against name, if I type phone number, so in name column we will get phone number like this. So here we need to carefully select the controls which we want to enter in that particular column. So now it's done. So this workflow is added. Now, let's say we want to do some changes, some here and there designing. So we can change our this thing from here. Let's say we want to select this color and main heading. So like we should give good name to our application. So this is demo 1906. So that is also we can do it from here. As simple as that, like no coding, nothing, no UI UX designer, no one is required. So we don't want second header. Now there is a navigation thing. There is here you can see there is one arrow towards left side. So we just need to describe like what we want to perform on left icon. So this is left icon option. Left icon color also we can choose it from here. If we want black color, it will be black, but let's keep it white. So it's done. If you want to hide that icon, that is also possible from here. Now it's hidden. You can see it visible again. And what I want to perform, I don't want to navigate to any screen as of now. I just want to exit app on click of this left icon. So now that is also sorted. We can change color of this submit bar as well. So we'll match this color. Now it's good. So as of now, our front end looks good. We have created our table as well, database, and for backend, we have inserted one workflow without coding. So what we will do is we will just publish it. So I've just published the application in front of you. Let's see. It is available. Yeah. So as you can see, so this is not the builder. This is not something a dashboard. This is our web application. So as I told you earlier, once we develop anything on this platform, it will be available on Android, iOS, and on all the platforms. So I'll also try to show you like the without any Play Store barrier in between. This is available. So this is my phone screen. I'm using Android phone. So here we will try to find. So here you can see this application is available. So with a single publish click, it is now available on Android, iOS, and on web. Like nothing in between. We didn't do any development, any coding or nothing. So now we will try to, from my phone, we will submit data once, and from web as well, I'll show you submit. Let's try phone number. I'm just random number I'm entering, and for age I'm selecting 16 to 18. What happened? Okay, we need to republish. Let's check. We need to refresh it from here. So as every data saved in cloud and every update also goes to cloud. So sometimes it takes time. We can also see this from preview option. So while we are developing application, we want to uh, uh, we want to check how our application is looking on mobile screen or even on laptop screen. So from here we can choose. This is tablet, this is laptop, this is mobile landscape and mobile screen. So all the options are available. We can create application web friendly, we can create application mobile friendly. Let's try again and let's see if it is updated or not. Our workflow is taking time to update. See, just refresh once. Workflow is taking time to update. Let's meanwhile look at the other workflow. Yeah. So then let's check our workflow. So let's see if this workflow is getting updated in a couple of minutes, or else I'll show you the already built workflow because it's taken time to update on cloud and so on. I think there is a PC traffic. Now I got the option over here. So far, I'm not getting. Start. Now, let's see. So as we can see, there is error message. If I'm not entering something, it will not allow me to submit data. So we need to enter something. Submit, yeah. So now like workflow got updated and we are able to submit data. So data is, so this is just a preview mode. Still we have kept data submission on. Let's see. So we got a data, we got name, we got phone number, we got age, and this is by default timestamp. Now what we will do is I'll also show you from my phone. So first time when we update something and first time it gets it's take installing, and after that it just open without install. So, so these are the details which I have selected on my full screen. I'm just submitting the data. So that's done. That's finished. And in real time we got details in background as well. So this is how we can build a basic application for collecting the information. It can be anything, collecting the data while you go enter into a seminar, enter into webinar, enter into examination hall. So this examples can be uh, uh, many. So now we will, this is a first phase where we build our front end, we select few options and we try to collect data into our table. Now we will move to a second phase. So what in other scenarios, so many of you might be thinking ki, this we will able to create in Google Forms as well. Google Form बना लिया and Google spreadsheet में data आ जाता है. So like इसमें कौन सा नया बात है? So as I shown earlier, first there are many options available in workflow. So now how we are uh, allowing people to develop full-fledged application. So just to give you a small again we will take this example ahead. He attendees or students or whoever wants to attend this seminar, so they came, they fill the form, उन्होंने form भरा. Now we want to do approval rejection from particular authority of particular this webinar. They want to allow someone, they don't want to allow someone. So what we can do is we can do approval task. I'm just adding it random. So now this is the approval task. So when it goes for approval, what you want to show to the approver? जो अप्रूवल देने वाला है, जो अथॉरिटी पर्सन है, उनको हमें क्या क्या दिखाना है? तो उसको क्या दिखना चाहिए? उसको नाम दिखना चाहिए, उसको फोन नंबर दिखना चाहिए, उसको एज दिखना चाहिए. We can hide. We want them to see phone number. We can hide from them. So that's done. Now we can select to whom it should go for approval. Who is approval? So there are many options. Direct to a particular initiator, जिसने initiate किया है, जिसने application just किया है, और the last user. This is individual. Also, we can select from here. So as of now, I'm just selecting myself as an approval. मैं ही form भरूंगा, मैं ही approve reject करूंगा because I don't want to log in into some another account and do approval rejection from there. So as of now, I can select only that thing, or else we can enter formula as well over here that we will see later on. Then we can define deadline as well, like when it goes for approval rejection. So approver should approve within 8 hours. If 8 घंटा हो गया, there is no action, approval, rejection, कुछ भी action perform नहीं हुआ, so then we want to reassign that task. So वो वापस से approval rejection के लिए जाएगा with 8 hours timeline. Now we want to send mail as well. Mail भी चला जाना चाहिए. Then we want to send custom notification as well. Notification भी जाना चाहिए. So we'll try. So this task is added now. Now this is a thing of approval or rejection. Now whenever we go for approval rejection, there are two possibilities. दो बातें हो जाएगी, या तो approve होगा या reject होगा. So now thing is that when approve, it is approved. So what? And when it is rejected, so what? So here we got two branches. So further we can define if it is approved, what should be done. If it is rejected, what should be done. So here what we will do is we will add one more column. We will add status. Column type, we can select text as well, and we can select single select because either it will be approved or either it will be rejected. But as of now, let's keep it text. Add column. So हमने और एक column add कर लिया यहाँ पे we will capture the feedback, the approval or rejection. Approve हुआ तो approve लिखेंगे, reject हुआ तो reject लिखेंगे. So then when we look at this database, we will able to see like ये request approve हुआ था या reject हुआ था. So for that हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, हमें वापस से यहाँ पे add task करना पड़ेगा and update sheet. Here again refresh, as we have just added one more column, so we need to refresh our database. So press that. Now we will. So initially we did insert से. Insert मतलब every time data insert होगा. Now we want to update कि particular चीज, particular जो data है उसके सामने ही approval या rejection होना है. ऐसा नहीं कि मैंने first entry में approval किया है और यहाँ पे approval लिख के आ गया दूसरे entry. So we want to we want to filter that thing. So from here we can select filter. So let's try. We are getting unique ID from here. Let's keep it as of now. And just as of now, randomly using this filter it. अगर multiple data match होता है तो क्या करना है? So update last one. We can select first, we can select all, but we'll select last one. Now what to update? Since we are creating this for approver side, approval status, so we'll select this column. जहाँ पे हमें approval या rejection status डालना है, we'll select this, and we will just write this thing. There are many ways to do it, but this is most simple, easiest way. So it's done. So now ये हो गया approval side का. अगर we are getting something for approval rejection, approve हुआ तो ये चीज हो गया. Now we want to same thing, we want to apply reject side as well. Reject हुआ तो क्या? So almost everything will remain same. Only one thing will change. So we will just copy this thing here. So as simple as that. अपना ये पूरा का पूरा task we have just copied over here. So again like वापस से उसको लिखने की जरूरत. So we'll only change one thing. We will approve के बदले we will write rejected. So that's done. So okay. Now we got our approval rejection as well over here. So again we will do publish. So one more flexibility or one more beauty of this kind of platform is that once your application is ready, once it is live, once it is used in mobile phone, web application, but any of time we can come back, we can make changes we required, we can do enhancement, and we can do republish. That is n number of time, and within no time it will be available on web as well. It will be available on our mobile phone as well with the latest changes made to that particular application. So let's finish. This is our web thing. I am also downloaded it in my phone as well. So let's see if workflow is updated and we are getting on phone or not. So this is my phone. Again, we will now try. Now these are the details, and I'm just submitting. So let's see in our database if we got, yes, we got it. Now this task take some time to assign to a particular user. So if you can see my screen, so there are now 50 tasks. Initially it was 49 tasks. So the first task I got approval rejection. I'll open that thing on my phone. Further, I'll open, and here you can see there is name and there is age because we have kept phone number as hidden. So now, as a approver, if I want to approve something, I got name, I got age. On those bases, I'll approve or reject. So in this scenario, I'll do one thing, I'll approve this thing. I can comment as well why it is approved, why it is rejected. I'll simply just approve as well. On web, let's see also if we got this on web as well. Here it is still 49 tasks. So from my phone, I have already approved this. So that's why we got here entry as approved. So like this. So like there are many applications which we have developed. I personally developed attendance application. So उसमें जब कोई employee applies for a leave, so on those basis due to work requirement, due to duration of leave, we do approval rejection of leave. Then someone apply for reimbursement. I went to somewhere I want to apply for a cab bill or something. So on those basis we do approval rejection. So this is very common scenario and which is required for each and every company. So like this, we can use approval rejection for for many things. So now from web, we will try to enter data one more time, and then we will reject this approval rejection task. We will reject. So we will also get to see like it has rejected. So this is same thing which I am using on phone. Now I am trying to use it from web. So this becomes our database, like it keeps collecting n numbers of data which we required, and like columns, we can always add columns as per required. So like first we added 3 columns, we published the application. In between we felt that we want approval rejection, कि हमें approval rejection भी लगेगा इस application में, so we just added one more column. So that's the thing, like anytime, any point of time we feel that हमें ये चीज चाहिए, we want to add this thing, we can add anytime, and we can make changes to our application. So web पे ये ऐसे दिखता है, we can change in better way as well. Data is submitted. So yeah, it is submitted. Now we will do a rejection. Let's see if I got approval task on web, because on web approval task takes some time. That's 50. Got this task. So I got this details. Cancel. We want to. So it is rejected, and here it is. now status is updated as rejected. So as simple as that. Like in front of you, I have created front end, I have created my database without coding, and I have created not only the update sheet task which any Google Forms or any would give you, but I have created approval rejection task. So वो भी हमने कर लिया. Now, so ये अपना ऐसे workflow, it keeps growing. So now here we can add some messages, some other stuff we want to add. So let's add. There are many other options. So as of now, just to give the example, let's add email task. I'll add email. We are writing at approval side. So approval. Here again, I'll select myself. As of now, just to give you demo, I'm just selecting myself everywhere. So whatever here we write in double curly braces, we get option over here. So user is nothing but user is जो नाम डाला था वो हो गया. So अगर मैंने फॉर्म भरा है as a रौनक, so मुझे मेल आएगा, hi रौनक, your request to join session is approved. There are other options as well. We can write in HTML if you are from bit technical background and choose to some customized message or अच्छे तरीके से, so we can use HTML. But as of now, I am from non-technical background. I am using plain text. So hi user, यहाँ पे just message का कोई मतलब नहीं है, but just to show you, just now we can add something to show you. So I'll just add the pages. So I'll get this kind of mail once it is published and what is it is uploaded. So we have just added this task, mail task. There are many options apart from this mail. There are third-party options as well. We are using Slack internally. We can add Slack messages. So apart from mail, I'll get my Slack message that your request has been approved. We got WhatsApp as well. We can get WhatsApp messages on particular thing, on particular performance. If we want Gmail, everything, Google Calendar, all options are there. So there are n numbers of options which we can get from here. So just as of now, let's keep it to mail task. Again, right, we have made changes to our application. We have made changes to our backend. So now it's time to publish one more time. Mail task. Publish. So it is published. Now it's time to refresh. So let's phone पे load हो गया है. Let me enter data from phone. So I selected this detail and just submitting the detail. So it's done. I should get a task. I got a task, view task. So I got this task. Check the details. So I put let's see. Yeah, it is approved. Let me check if my mail is in proper condition. See, I got a mail. Hi, Matarana can because I entered my name this way, so I got like that. And this is my age. I just and your request to join session is approved. So like this, we can add mail tasks. We can notify user. Uh, However we want to write our message, whatever we want to write, we can write. We can notify our user like this. So आपके सामने like without any single amount of code. So far मैंने semi coding भी नहीं किया, coding भी नहीं किया, nothing. Just I have just did here and there, and it's there. So we can now what we can do. We can select name, we can select phone number, we can select age. So in short, we can select data from the user. We can store that data in our database from the user. We can perform approval rejection. We want to for yes or no, or any particular, like whether it can be attendance, it can be leave application, or it can be financial requirement or anything. So we can do approval rejection. So this and we can inform or we can update user that your request is approved or request is rejected, or we can send them any kind of mail message that we have achieved so far without coding anything. Now, now what I'll do is so this is a user side, this is end user, a student side, or who want to attend the seminar. Now as you are seeing कि ये तो single screen है, एक ही screen है, anyone would create. So now we will add one more screen. We will add some complexity to this application. So screen का नाम we will add this is for management to see like कौन apply किया है, who is approved, who is rejected. To see this kind of data, this is only for management. So I'm just doing that. Now again, icons, left icon, we want to go. This time we will not select exit application, we will select screen one, just to give you an example. Slide to right, slide to left, let's keep it slide to right. So this I have done for left hand. Right icon say we will do exit application. Icon we can also change the icon from here. So, yeah, we got close up. So now you can see here it's cross button because it is exit thing, and here we got the arrow for going to screen one. So we have decided our navigation over there. Now in controls. So application also can be a couple of times. One is input data, one is showing data. So first screen is our input data where we select we get the data from there. Now here we want to display data. We want to display data to management. So we will select control accordingly to display our data, how it should look to a management. So I'll just simply select this data. Now we will see something called formula. So far I have not introduced all of you to this formula thing. So this is again not coding, but we can say semi kind of coding or semi thing where we can write something and it can get our data. So normally like Excel we have let's say some यहाँ पे sum का option है, then we get lookup. So we have lookup thing. So all kind of formula which Excel have or which anyone would require. Date related formula we have, many date related thing we have. So here we will use a lookup formula. So what we will do is I want to display ये हमारा जो database है, this one, this database, उसका details. What columns I want to display? I want to display name. I want to display phone number. I want to display age. And I want to display request status. And just insert. So this is our nothing but a lookup formula. Lookup this particular sheet. उसमें क्या क्या देखना है? Name, then phone number, and then age and request status. As of now, I'm not applying any filter. We can apply filter as well. Display only approved data, display only rejected data, etc., etc. But I'm not applying anything. And save. So it's done. So I'll publish it definitely, but just as of now, look at on preview. So like all the data we got here in our this thing. So this is how it will look on laptop, on tablet, on mobile landscape mode, and on phone as well. So ये data आ गया. Now simply like management would like to see कितने लोग का entry आया है, like who are there, उनका age group क्या है, उनका phone number क्या है, and उनका approval rejection का status क्या है. So from here easily on click of a button, they will able to get and see all the data. So this screen is done. So this is second screen. Like this, we can add, n numbers of screen. How like I have built application 20 screen, 25 screen, 30 screen. It depends on complexity, depends on kind of application which we are building. But currently, I'm just adding this one screen. And before this, I'll also make some changes to screen one because it was not looking very good on web, right? So we want to make it look good on web. So there is this is nothing but a panel from where we can decide how many columns we want to show side by side. So this is my panel. I'll just do some. So on phone, 1 column, on landscape, 2 column, on tablet, 3, and on a desktop, 4. But let's keep it 3 everywhere. Here I want to put 3. Here 2 is fine. So it's done. I want to give some color. Yes. we need to refresh this. So abhi filal you can see this is how it looks on web. Now we have made some changes, so we will see like it's looking better on web. Let's see. It is updated. So now web pay we can see like it's in blue color. Color is bit bright, but yeah, we can change it. It is in blue color and everything is in one line. So एक लाइन में सब कुछ आ गया. So it looks decent on web कि जैसे web के लिए बनाया. Now same time I'll show you same thing, same application आपके सामने जैसे मैंने changes किए. This is my phone. So now phone pay you can see it's one by one as per the phone. At it should look it's like that only on phone, and on web it's like this. So that is how using a panel control. So I have did nothing. I have just used this panel control and I have just inserted कि phone पे कितना columns दिखना चाहिए, web पे कितना columns दिखना चाहिए, and accordingly we are able to see. So like this is how it is, and in panel I have column, 3 column on tablet, 3 column on desktop. So here it is 3 column. If I change it to 2 columns, so it will be 2 column and this one column will go below that. So that is how we can do web friendly and phone friendly development, in a single time. Again, on phone, it looks like this. Yeah. So yeah. So here we have a developed, screen for this, but I, forgot to insert button to navigate to second screen. So I missed that now again, but since we are using a pass tool, we'll be able to do that in no time. So I just want to turn on the right icon and I'll choose what to do, navigate. Why to navigate screen 2, and it's done. So let's change it to much brighter. So it's done. A mistake, I forgot that time. So thing is that I miss that navigation that time. So now second screen पे जाने का कोई navigation है ही नहीं. So we can't go to second screen from this. Now I have updated this, so hopefully we will able to get the button to go to second screen. So on phone screen, it's already there. I got my this button. So now we will go to second screen and where we can see all the data is available on, yeah, we got on web as well. So web data will be displayed over here. We can filter data here in real time if we want to. And this is exit application, and this navigation is again back to first screen. So second screen, data, first screen. So this is how like you can do it. So I'm just, exit. We are exit from the application. So yeah, this is screen. We can have multiple screen. We can uh, have mail thing, approval task. There are many other thing as well. So I'll quickly show you a couple of things. Rules and validation. So rules and validation is nothing but to do something, not to do something, restrict user to do something, to show something, to hide something. Like if we want to do something on conditional basis, so that's for we use this rules and validation. I'm writing one formula to show you how this conditional thing. So this is heading, just one simple control to display some sort of message. I'm doing this hidden, so this will remain hidden. Okay. So when we see in preview mode, that control is not visible because I made it hidden. Okay. Now we will apply some rule over there. What rule? If for rule we want to add one more thing, we want to add one more control, text. So ये text control है. Text में what I will collect is user mail ID. I want to collect user mail ID in this text control, but user को दिखाने का जरूरत नहीं है. So we will again do it hidden. So this two control is hidden. Now I'll go to rules. I'll add one. If text control equals to value, so क्या करना? So show heading or else hide heading. So ये मेरा हो गया, like when I log in with this mail ID and text में ये mail ID आ जाएगा, so heading दिखेगा, नहीं तो वो नहीं दिखेगा. So now preview, they don't take mail ID, but still let's see if, yeah. So now it is visible. So ये मेरा आ गया hi DronaHQ.com because जो condition मैंने डाला, जो rules डाला, वो fulfill हो गया. So that is fulfilled. Now we can make it reverse as well. And just, this is now visible without any condition. All of everyone who is using this application, this thing is visible. Now I'll inverse this. Show के बदले I'll hide. And here show. So now if mail ID is equal to this thing, so heading will be hidden. And here it will be shown. So ideally अभी मुझे ये heading दिखना नहीं चाहिए. Let's see. It is hidden. It's not visible. So for achieving this functionality, traditional development, it takes lots of efforts, lots of line of coding and lots of things. But here in front of you, a guy like me who is non-technical, don't know C of coding, able to do all this stuff. So that's the feature of this platform. Now, what we can cover more is, so I'm going slow because I want you to understand like what is happening, what what we are, doing over here. I'm just selecting some native function to add more complexity. So this is nothing but a signature pad which I have selected. You can select GPS option is also available. We can select location. There is file upload option is available, but I am not as of now selecting that. Apart from that, there are maps, currency, phone number, all options are there. So these are the different type of our control available on our platform. If we want to show some images, something that is also possible. If we want to use pie chart, that is also possible. So just need to drag and drop. The graph is here. Now we need to write formula, look up something, कोई sheet से data लेके आओ, so then we will able to see the graph. Let's see if, so our database currently we have created, which is not graph friendly because we hardly have any number into that. We don't have numbers, but still I'll try to see if I can create a graph for you. Request status is equal to, so I'm just applying a filter over. Let's see. Okay. So this step, let's see, like we can populate a graph because our data is not graph friendly. We are not exactly able to populate graph over here. It requires name and it requires some sort of numbers for that. So we would need separate database for graph. So as of now, I'm just removing this. So I have taken signature pad. Then what else we can add as of now? We can have a date and time pickup just to give you an example. Like this is also ready. If in traditional development, date and time picker takes lots of time, lots of efforts. So just in preview mode, I'll show you like how this function, how this thing works. So like here it is today's date. So from here I'll be able to select any date I want to select. So if let's say I want to collect birth date of a user, so I can use this function. Like I want to select meeting time. So today what time? So today 4:34 p.m. done. So let's say I want to collect information like this. It's there. It's ready. So we will make some changes in our database. We will include this thing as well. So as of now, I'm just deleting this. I don't want this. We want to authenticate that you are the submitter. Now we have added two more controls. So again, same thing, we need to expand our database with two more columns. Column type should be date picker because we are selecting date into that. This is signature file because it uploads the image of signature at top. So we got these two columns over here. We got it here. Now workflow as well, we want to make some changes. Refresh. So this request status is updated after approval or rejection. So I'm not, touching it here. I just want to add birth date and signature. So it's done. Close. I'm just keeping signature pad outside. Birth date also outside. So we will able to see like without this panel, how it looks on web, how unfriendly to web it looks. And once we use panel, you already saw like how it looks. So this will be a last publish. I hope I have done all the required things in workflow as well. Let's see how it looks. So this will be the last workflow update and last functionality I wanted to show. After this, I'll just show you like what kind of application which we have developed so far. So refresh. So on my phone screen, I already got this two things. So I'm just randomly selecting for Zoom and add signature. So this is my signature, just randomly adding. So you can see on screen step and submitting and need to enter. So these are the details I've selected and I'm just submitting data. I will not do approval rejection or further because we have already seen that that thing. So I'll not do that. Here one more thing, as I told you, like panel के अंदर जो चीज है which looks pretty much good, and this is without panel. मैंने उसको बाहर रखा था, panel में नहीं डाला था. So this is how it looks. So it's not much web friendly or not look in a systematic manner. So that is the important of panel. Now our database. So मैंने ऐसा कुछ signature किया था. So we got signature over here. We got a date over here. So already date मिल गया, signature मिल गया. So like this, we can collect many information, many native controls is available, date, time, signature, GPS location, map is also available. So there are, n number of things, so which, we definitely cannot cover in this short session. So now I'll quickly show you what kind of application I have built so far. So we have built attendance system. This is pretty much live in our organization. We everyone use this kind of, because now due to COVID-19, touchless, humanless attendance system is in demand. So like we have created that kind of a thing. Then I'll also quickly show you. This is meeting. So as we are all setting up Zoom right now, so we have created one application for Zoom. So where I used Zoom API, or so I'll show you from here. Meanwhile, it's opening. So here we can see in this workflow task, there is option of Zoom. So I have used that. So I'll show you that. Also, this is my attendance application. I'll show you that as well. So Zoom, like we wanted to set up a meeting from single account. So what user can do, user can select topic and just opening preview. Select topic, meeting description, कब मीटिंग सेट करना है, मीटिंग का टाइम, मीटिंग का ड्यूरेशन, 60 मिनट का मीटिंग करना है. Let's say topic is demo. Okay. And there are many other fields. If I want to invite someone, I can add their mail ID and it will go to them as well. So this is just front end. I want to use it now, and I'll show you in workflow what I have done. So workflow, I have used Zoom का task which I show you there. So यहाँ से मैं meeting set कर सकता हूँ. Then I have used Bitly because Zoom link, joining link, normal it's very big link. So I wanted to convert it into a short link. So start meeting URL को by using Bitly API, I converted into a short link. Same a Slack message. So like we internally use Slack message. So we wanted to send a Slack message once meeting is set up. So here is the meeting. Your meeting is scheduled, start time. So जो time वहाँ पे select किया है, which will come here. So your meeting is set up. So this Slack message goes to the user, and same thing goes to my my calendar as well once meeting is set up. Let me log in if possible in Zoom account and set up one. No, I don't have credential as of now. So like this, I have created application for setting up a Zoom meeting. It can be anything. So it hardly took me 2 hours to develop this application. Now this is attendance system. So which we are using currently in our company. So you can see like it is this many screen this application have. So this is 28 screen application in front of you. It took me more than 3 months to develop this, but one by one we were able to do everything. So what feature our employee get in terms of attendance, and just this is last application which I'm showing you. So quickly, what are the options available? So we have used GPS also in this application. That's why it's asking. So user can punch in, punch out. They can apply for regularization if they miss to punch in, punch out any particular day. They can check their attendance, check attendance. So this is nothing but a simple table form which we use in our application as well. So from here, समझ में आता है 1 तारीख को 9 बजे punch in किया था. So that is that. So every user have their attendance in their mobile. They can check anytime. Apart from that, currently we are doing work from home thing. So we have just added work from home in our option. Then we want to apply for leave. Let's say I want to apply for leave. So this all controls, this is nothing but I have used in our demo application as age group. Here it is not age group, here it is casual leave, sick leave, or leave without pay. So let's say I want to apply for sick leave, full day. My leave balance is display over here. I want to select date, कौन सी date से कौन सी date को मुझे leave apply करना है and reason डाल के submit. So my leave application will be submitted and my manager will get the notification and he will get the approval rejection workflow which we have used in our demo application. Same thing they will get. So these all options are available for the users. So here I will show you. Like we have used a GPS navigation. So our case scenario is that someone from 100 meters from our office will be able to apply for punch in and punch out. So as currently I'm working from home, so I'm far from, so this is my distance from my office. So it won't allow me to submit my punch out option. Like it won't show me the punch out button because I'm far from. So this is how we can use GPS control as well without coding. I have not coded anything, any single amount of thing into that. I'll show you like what rules we have applied over there. So punch out. So this is that. Uh, Here we have selected location of my office and we are matching it. So this is distance from office. So this is the formula which we have written. So if user location is Mumbai, so these are the coordinates of my office. So this coordinate is should not be greater than 100. So this is okay. So these are if user location is Mumbai, distance from office less should be less than 100. So 100 is nothing but the meters. So if just to give you an example, I am making it, 10,000. Okay, this is it. Okay, what's the error? We got some error. So like this, we can make changes in background whenever we want, and we can use GPS and n numbers of controls, and there are n numbers of possibilities kind of application which we can develop on this platform. So I hope like you got enough idea like where this application development technology is going. AI ML is definitely a separate part, but thing is that like this is something in traditional development or this is something where every company would like. So by using this platform, we are able to deliver application within a week as well. So normal development, it takes 3 months, 4 months, 5 months to develop any normal application, but within a week we are able to deliver the application. So that is the strength of this kind of platform, and that is why a big companies is looking to go and looking to use this kind of application because which gives a huge amount of flexibility that that rules is not of. The huge amount of flexibility, they can change their database, they can change their application as per current need. So we wanted from punch in, punch out to we went to work from home attendance system in no time, in single day time when lockdown announced. So like this is the flexibility and this is the. So I'll just show you the 10% or 20% of this platform. There are plenty more things, but I think we are bind with timings as well. So now I'll conclude here and over to JP sir for Q question and answer and further thing.
We have a question where the participants want to know whether there are any similar kind of application such as DronaHQ Studio.
Yes, so as earlier in starting of my session, I told you like there are many big companies who is looking after this and who is investing in this space. So there is one product of Microsoft Office, then there is Airtable is there, AppSheet is there. Apart from that, I would say a company called Kissflow. Kissflow is there, but all have their unique USP. Some is database heavy, जिसका spreadsheet आपने जैसे हमारा देखा, किसी का वो काफी strong रहेगा तो workflow and front end is pretty much okay. Someone's front end is very good, but back end is not very good. So here we try in DronaHQ, we try to provide balance between front end builder when all customization selection of control is possible. Then you can create your table database as per your requirement, and workflow options as well. There are plenty of options are available. So yeah, DronaHQ is also there, and definitely this kind of other app sheet, Airtable, Kissflow, then other few companies we can consider as a competitors.
Okay. The next question is, after building a micro app in DronaHQ, can we get it separately outside Drona application?
There are shortcuts available. We can just drag and drop that icon like we do, let's say from our mobile menu screen to, we can drag and drop one particular icon of application to our main screen, to our first screen. So similarly, we can do drag and drop that icon, but everything, all the application built of DronaHQ, you would require a main parent DronaHQ application, and this shortcut we can create, but ultimately that application run on top of our DronaHQ container application.
Sir, is this application an open source application?
No, so like for this definitely, so like our main business model is, as of now we are only working with enterprises. So companies like Wipro is using DronaHQ, they are selling DronaHQ. Wipro, Pfizer, Colgate, LTI, all Fortune 500 companies mostly are our client, and we provide platform to them and we build application for them. For single user, a sign up option is available on our website, but this is not the open source. Definitely you would need credential, you would need login ID, password to use this system.
So which software do we need to install for this build? I mean, is there...
Nothing. I am using in front of you. I am using it on my Google Chrome. So you just need login ID, password. You need to log in on studio.dronahq.com and you will be able to develop full-fledged application without any special requirement. I am using normal non-developer laptop for myself.
One of the participants would like to know if there is any disadvantage of this type of designing without code, designing an application without code.
See, there is no, I would not say this completely disadvantage, but thing is that once you use any product, or not this product, but any product, so product has its own features and its own limitations. So like whatever on this platform you can build, you can build. Apart from that, let's say some function is not available, so you won't be able to build on this particular platform, but that is not a disadvantage. If it is not fulfilling, so like you can like user can use something else. So here, like it comes with standard features, standard advantages and standard workflows, which by using which you will be able to develop your application. So that is there. But apart from that, like it's in front of you, I have built application in front of you. So I don't see any advantage. Like going for a traditional development, definitely this is pretty much cost saving, time saving, and pretty much flexible.